Brian Hoops, Midwest Market Solutions, joining us right now, taking a look at markets here. And Brian, we're looking at a lot of green on the screen here for our Friday here. We're looking at some positivity in the grain markets here. We'll start there, looking at some positive numbers. What's moving the needle upwards today?
Yeah, it's a strong move here as we're approaching that $5 mark for December corn once again. Beans getting up into 11.80 range, so we're hitting some new highs, or at least approaching those highs in most of the grain contracts here. Wheat's trading above $7. A lot of this has to do about supply concerns around the world and in the United States. Of course, we have tried to kill this winter wheat crop about 7 or 8 times so far. First an early frost, and we've seen hail and tornadoes in the winter wheat plains, drought conditions. So this market's really been set back as far as a supply standpoint goes on the new crop, and similar to corn and beans. We started off with warmer temperatures, and farmers got anxious and put the crops in the ground early, and now we turn the calendar into late April and early May. Temperatures have really cooled off, and so corn that is emerged is very yellow, and there's a concern about some of this crop maybe getting froze here in some areas. Temperatures this weekend into next week can be cold enough, but there is that type of concern. So I think we're putting in some premium into the market, reflecting that concern about slow emergence, about the lack of sunshine, the lack of heat units, and we need maximum yield to meet this huge demand base that we have for corn. So likely to see less acres being planted of corn this year. We need maximum yields if we do have less acres planted compared to last year.
Over into the livestock market here, specifically cattle, we are up there as well.
Yeah, it's being led by the feeder cattle markets here this morning. They're the ones that had not made contract highs yet this week, and we're seeing some of those months making or posting some contract highs in early dealings. A lot of the deferred live cattle contracts also following suit. They hit some big gains in here during today's session. Of course, cash markets have led the futures higher this entire week. Cash, I guess our first indication was last Friday, where there was some cleanup trade at higher money than what was seen earlier in the week. And we started off this week with Packers coming out on a Tuesday morning bidding fairly aggressively at higher money. And from there, prices just skyrocketed upward as they were more short bought than anyone had expected. And so it's been a record highs for cash on a dress basis and a live basis this week, followed by contract highs in the future.